Shadowhunters, the day is finally here where I'll release my Q&A video to you all with questions you guys asked me over Instagram. Over 600 questions were asked, and sadly I cannot answer all 600 of them because we'll be here for a long time. But hopefully if you're watching this, I'll answer one of your questions. Thank you all who submitted questions, and let's get started with the Q&A. So the first question is, can you sing Heart by Demi Lovato? Next question is, what is your craziest encounter with a fan? I've had quite a few crazy encounters. One of them would probably be when I was mobbed at the Mall Stop tour in Chicago. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I just walked in and people just came up to me while kind of charged, asking for photos and saying how much they loved my account. It was so amazing to just get that response. I would never expect that whatsoever, so I was not really prepared for that. But it was still amazing, nonetheless. It was crazy, but it's so cool, and that's probably the craziest fan encounter I've ever had. If you could meet all your fans, what would you say? Wow, I do not know what I would say. I can't express what feelings I have for you guys. I love you all so much. You guys are the ones who made this account happen, who made everything happen. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't know where I would be, because this is my life. You guys are my life, and I just love you all so much, and I'm so grateful for you all. I'm just so grateful, and I'm so blessed and lucky to have such supportive fans and followers. You're just amazing, guys. I love you. What was your reaction when you met me? By the way, this is All Hail the Allsbergs. If you don't know, All Hail the Allsbergs is a fan account, and yeah, pretty much all my friends know about that. They're like, do you know you have a fan account called All Hail the Allsbergs? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I met her at the Chicago Ridge Mall tour stop. My reaction was like, oh, cool, I get to meet one of my fan accounts. That's just crazy. That's actually before I was mobbed at that stop too. It was cool meeting you. It's cool meeting all of you. It just makes me happy to meet the people behind the screens and the usernames. As a fellow Chicagoan, what is your favorite place in Chicago that Divergent mentions? Wow. I love a lot of places in Chicago that Divergent mentions, but my favorite place would probably be Navy Pier because it's just gorgeous there, and that's a huge major scene in Divergent when they're playing Capture the Flag in the dark and they need to find that, and it really shows Triss as a leader and Triss as a badass. I just love that scene, and I love Navy Pier, so they go well together. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Hi, Molly! No, because I'm a human, and that would be very awkward and odd if I was a plastic bag. Do you like Harry Potter? And if so, who's your favorite character? I really like Harry Potter, and my favorite character will probably be Hermione because she's a book nerd just like us and just like me, and I just love her go-get-them attitude and her stubbornness and her will to do things that others won't, and I really just like that about her. What is your idea of a great City of Ashes movie? Change the screenwriter, because honestly, I don't think she did a great job transferring City Bones, the book, into City Bones, the movie. Some of the parts were overly sappy. I think the director, Harold Swart, did an amazing job. He's pretty great, but I would change the screenwriter. That would make City of Ashes much better. I know they postponed City of Ashes because of the script, so that should show a sign that the screenwriter probably reads too much fan fiction or doesn't know how to translate a book into a movie. She seems like a sweet woman though, so I don't want to trash her. I'm not trashing her at all, I'm just saying my opinion, so please don't troll me, guys. Troll. What are some good books or book series that really stand out to you other than TMI? I love the Lux series. I love Divergent. I love The Fault in Our Stars. I love The Infernal Devices. I love Breaking Point, Shatter Me, Forbidden, Hush Hush, a lot of different ones. I'm going to be doing a book recommendation video soon, so you'll see all the books I recommend for you all. So those are just some that are going to be on the list. How long have you been a fan of TMI? About 1.5 years now? What inspired you to be interested in TMI, and how did you find out about the Mortal Instruments series? Well, what inspired me was really just wanting to read a good book. And I found out about it because my friend was nagging me over and over again to go read the book, but I was in a dystopian phase at the moment, so I didn't really want to read it, but once I went to Poland that summer and brought City Bones with me, I decided to pick it up, and it was the best decision I've made in my life, at least. Well, that's a little bit drastic, but it was a pretty good decision because I read the rest of the series in a week. I'm wearing super tall heels right now because you can't really see me if I don't wear them. My tripod broke. You wish were in the TMI movie that didn't happen in the books. How did you feel about the changes they made? Well, honestly, they didn't make that many changes. They just switched the order of things around, so I'm fine with that. They had all the necessary elements in there. I would like if they just kept the ending same to the book, but they didn't. They changed it a little bit, but you know what? It's all necessary. I trust the director. I trust everybody who's a part of this movie building process, and I think that the changes that were made will help further the sequels because they'll make more sense to the people who did not read the books. What are your thoughts about Sebastian? I love him. If you could be one character from City of Bones besides Clary Frey, who would you be and why? Magnus Bane, because he's my second favorite character. I love him to death. Yeah, and I would be him because he's sparkly and wonderful and just perfect all around. And like Lily Collins said, he gets all the boys. But I just like Magnus because he has this go-get-him attitude that I just love about him. He's this cockiness. He's like Jace, but Magnus. Yeah. What is your favorite Infernal Devices quote? It was books that made me feel that perhaps I wasn't completely alone. It's my favorite quote. It's beautiful and it's by Will Herondale. Also beautiful. Have you ever read any John Green books? This book ruined me. What's your favorite book page if you could choose between all the pages in the Mortal Instruments books? All of them? Don't have a specific page. I love it all. Who would you choose if you could save one person, Jace or Clary? Well, Clary, because Jace always finds a way to come back to life. He's done it before. Out of all your favorite books, what's your favorite quote? Well, it's not really a quote, it's a book title that just stuck with me since I saw it like a year ago. For Darkness Shows the Stars. Who's your main OTP? It's either Malik or Clace. I love both of them very much. Yeah. TMI or TDA? TMI, because TDA hasn't come out yet. Did you ever think you would end up with 24K followers within a year of having this account? Never. I started this account hoping to reach people that had similar interests with me, like the Mortal Instruments, for example, and that was crazy that I reached this many followers. Never in my wildest dreams would I have ever expected to reach that number. And now it's 26,000 within a week. It's crazy. Hashtag Cray. Favorite book out of the series and favorite scene in that book? I'm guessing you're talking about the Mortal Instruments. So my favorite book is City of Glass, and my favorite scene is a scene where Clary and Jace just like lay next to each other in bed, and then Jace leaves that really sweet note that's like, oh, feels. Or the like Lynn scene where Clary saves Jace. Feels. Hunger Games fan? Question mark. I would say so. If you could marry a character, who would it be? Jace Wayland. Herondale. Morgenstern? Lightwood? Obama. Favorite actor? Lily Collins or Jamie Campbell Bower, because I just love them. They're great. Or Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks. If you had one wish, what would it be? World peace. AKA meaning authors not killing us every time we read a book and get feels. Because that hurts. That's not peaceful. Have you ever been on an overseas holiday? Yes, I have, multiple times. My last one was 2 summers ago when I went to Poland. It was amazing. I loved it. It was just the best trip I could have hoped for. I went to Poland, I went to Denmark, I went to Sweden, and then I went to Albeck, Germany for a little bit. It was great. It was over the course of a month, and it was just amazing. It was a trip of a lifetime. Have you ever been to Australia, and do you ever consider coming over? I have never been to Australia, but I definitely consider coming over. I really want to go to Queensland. Have you ever done martial arts classes? Winner!